Hi everyone, how are you? Yeah, fine, good, thank you. Yeah, I'm also fine, thank you. Yes. So tell me, how was your day? Reply me on chat. Okay, good, busy, hectic. Okay, that's fine. In Masai, the life will be hectic. No worries in that. Okay, tell me what and all are the topics that were covered today. Fine. Okay. Okay. Okay, you all said the topics which all were covered today. Now, apart from this, let us go to something else. So, how many of you all watch cricket? Cricket. I watch cricket. So, how many of you all watch? Okay, we have some yeses, we have some ones over here. Before that, tell me who is your favorite cricketer? Favorite cricketer and why? Why is that person your favorite cricketer? Tell me. Virat Kohli, Gautam Gambhir, Rohit Sharma. Okay. There are quite many. Fine. Okay. Now let us jump on to the topic. So, we shall set an agenda for today. So that we'll be discussing on that today. I'll quickly share my screen. So, your agenda for today will be this. We will be discussing on the objects and we will be solving one OG problem and then we will go to Q&A session. So if you have any doubts, you can tell me at that time. So before running on to the topic, so I want you all to play one game with me. And here is that game. Come on, let us play it together. Match the following. So tell me, Karnataka is there, Punjab is there, Sikkim, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, and Tripura is there. So quickly, reply me on chat, which is capital of Karnataka. Quickly reply on chat, which is capital of Karnataka. Karnataka, yes, I'm getting the answers. Karnataka's capital is Bangalore. Fine, okay. So the next is Punjab. Come on, tell me. Which is the capital city of Punjab? Come on. No. Gangtok is not capital of Punjab. Give me correct answers. Yes. The capital of Punjab is Chandigarh. Absolutely correct. The next is Sikkim. Who is going to give me the answer for Sikkim? Which is capital of Sikkim? Yes, exactly. Sikkim's capital is Gangtok. Fine. Next is Gujarat. Gujarat. Which is capital of Gujarat? Yes. Gujarat's capital is Gandhinagar. Next, Madhya Pradesh. Which is capital of Madhya Pradesh? Which is capital of Madhya Pradesh? Yes, it is Bhopal. Bhopal is capital of Madhya Pradesh. Yes. The next is Tripura. Which is capital of Tripura? Capital of Tripura. Yeah, only one is left. That is Agartala. Agartala is capital of Tripura. Okay, well done, guys. You all have done the wonderful activity. You all have mapped the states with their capital cities. That's nice. So, here, I think who all are in sleepy mood, who all are not interested in the class, I think, hope so. You all are better now, right? Yes. So, here, what you have done, tell me? Exactly. You have mapped the capital cities with the states. Okay. Yes. Next we shall go. So the mapping of certain things with certain things is called as the key value pairs or the objects. See, here is the definition of objects. An object is collection of properties, and property is an association between a name or a key and value. See, for example, here we can consider the states which are mentioned here as keys and the capital cities here as values. So these are the key value pairs. like this type, it is called as objects. For example, not only capital cities. For example, the capital of Karnataka is Bangalore, right? So we have saw that here. But also think. So just a minute. Yes, the capital of Karnataka is Bangalore. That is completely fine. So is that the only thing we can map? No. For example, the number of states here are 29 and recently it is 30. We can map the number of states in Karnataka like this, and the language spoken here is Kannada. So this also we can map there. Okay, the like this we can map many of the things with one thing, Karnataka. Yes or no? This is how we will be mapping. For example, in Punjab, the Punjabi is spoken. Punjabi is spoken. So this is mapped with Punjab. So like this, certain things are matched with one key. So these are called as keys and these are called as values. So these are called as key value pairs, that is object. So we shall go with one more example. Here we have discussed what is objects, right? We have here written the definition of objects. Okay, we shall go next. What shall we do? We shall take for example, we can take example of cup. Cup and saucer. We drink coffee, right? That cup itself we can take. Yes. We shall design now. We shall nicely design a cup here. Okay. Yes, we have a cup. Fine. We have a cup here, and we have some design in it, like this, like this, like this, like this. We have cup, and we shall just for our knee we shall just paint it with some color. So just think the complete cup is colored in red color. So this is how. So in this cup, what and all are the properties that we can take it out? Just think. See, we have our cup size. For example, let us take this as a medium size cup. Medium size cup. This is a medium size cup, one property. This is in red color. This is another property, and it has some star design. Design is one more property, right? So for example, for us, the main key over here is cup. And for cup, to map this, the size is there, design is there, and also color is also there. So this cup is matching with how many things? For example, in our example, I'm just telling our cup is matching with three of the things as we consider. One is the size. The size is mentioned as medium over there, and also color. Color is taken, and also design is taken. These three things are embedded within the one thing, that is cup. So we have a cup. It is of size medium, it is of color red, it is of design so and so. This is what the objects is. This is why the objects are used. So basically, tell me, what all are the data types? Yes, anyone can tell me what all are the data types? Yes, yes, we have int as a data type. Next, float. Next, just tell me. Just tell me. Just tell me. Okay, string is also right. String is also a data type. Yes, exactly. And number will come in int. Exactly, number is the data type. Like this, there are many types of data type. For example, we will go to secondary data types. We will take an array, right? Like, how will our array look like? Array. Let us consider 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. This is our array, right? And let us, for example, let us have string. Okay, we can have array of strings also. We can have array of numbers also. Like this, it will be. Can we store different type of data in one single container somewhere? Can we do that? So our object is to store different types of data. For example, we want number, we want string, we want boolean. Can we store all this data in one container? Can anyone tell yes or no? Please reply on the chat. Can we store all these data types in one container? And the answer is yes, we can store it. And that container is called as object. Object is that container. In this object, we can just store all the data types. For example, we can store the name with certain name. We will have name as key, and we can store, for example, their date of birth. Date of birth is number, that is value, and date of birth is the key. And we can store their marital status. That will be yes or no. That yes or no will be the value, and this marital state is the key, and this is boolean data type. For example, we can store all these kind of data types in one certain container that is called object. For example, we have so many data, so much of data, so many people's data here at Masai. How can we identify the people? How can we identify the person? We have multiple persons with same name. How can we identify them? Here, we use the object as the container to store the data also. For example, here at Masai, we have some example. For example, let us take as Varna. Varna is some name. So we have Varna. So what shall we do? Okay, we shall store data of Varna. Varna Yam. Okay, Varna Yam is there. Okay, name. Sorry. Varna Yam. Fine. we want name of a person, date of birth, date of birth. We want date of birth. We want place from where they are, place, age, and also what do we want? Marital status. Marital status, whether they're married or not. Okay. Now, for this answer, name is, as we mentioned, it is Varna Yam. Date of birth, let us take as 22 6 some 1998, and place is from where we can take place is Delhi, and age is 24. Marital status, married, like boolean, true or false. So let us take it as false. So this complete thing, storing this complete thing in one container, that is called as object. We can have another person also. For example, we can have another person, Varun. So we want the data of that person also. Yes, the keys are same and only the values are changing. So the name is Varun. So date of birth is 12/9 1997 is date of birth, and place is Bangalore. Bangalore is the place, and age is, let's say, 25 years. Marital status, let us see it as true. So these are the different values we are giving to the same keys. The keys are same, only the values are changing. So these are called as key value pairs. So this is how we define the object. Object is a container where we can store the data of different data types. So that is how we define objects in general. This is how we make the key value pairs. Fine. Let us now create one object. Let us learn how to create an object. For example, let us take the same example of person. Okay, let person. Fine. Let us take let person. Let person is equal to. Let us go within this. Right. Let person is equal to. So what and all we need to discuss within this? Tell me, please. What and all we can discuss? Okay, please. Okay. 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 Fine. Okay. Let us take name of a person. Name of a person is, for example, Sanskruti. Name of the person is Sansruti. We can take Sanskruti. Sorry. Name of the person is Sanskruti. And for example, age of that person is 22. Next, we shall take male or female. Let us take it as female, right? This is just, I'm just explaining the objects concept in short. This is not the complete, very depth concept. Just in short, I'm explaining the what is objects concept, how it is declared, and what is main purpose of using objects. Okay, and the female or female, and let us take place as Kerala. So this is how, in short, we will be declaring the object. This is how we start using the object. Okay, I hope so everyone are clear how objects are used, why objects are used, and also use of object. Why we use objects? What is the effective usage of objects? Because to store the data. So next, okay, as our agenda was mentioned, we'll be discussing one OJ problem. Quickly, we will go to that OJ problem. Let us see which is that problem. Okay, here is the problem. So for us, what is happening now? Mapping characters. As we mapped states with their capital cities, here there is mapping characters. So let us go through the question first. You are given a number stored in a variable n. Okay, we have our n. Okay. For us, what is given? N is given. Variable stored in n is given. Right. So you have to print the first n English small keys alphabets. So just look at the question. By question itself, we will get half of the answer. You have to print first n English small keys alphabets. So the thing we need is A to Z. We need a string which will run from A to Z. That is what we need here. Okay, and mapped with the values starting from 1 to n. Okay, n is given. We need to map all A to Z from n, including the value stored in n. Okay, we want to store in n. We want to include the value which is stored in n also. For example, consider the value of value stored in n is equal to 3. Okay, we have considered n is equal to 3. Then required output will be A1, B2, C3. Okay, this is like they will give us n. For example, if n is 3, my ABCD should start from A and it should go for up to 3. Like 1, 2, 3. Like A is 1, B is 2, C is 3. That should be mapped here. So, okay. The value stored in n will always be less than or equal to 26, I think. So, yes, that is mentioned here. And greater than 0. Okay, we got the point. It is less than 22 and greater than 0. Quickly, we shall see the sample input and output. The first and only input contains the n, and we need to map all the numbers with this. Okay, let us quickly see the solution for this. Clear everything. Okay, we shall go to our whiteboard. So just think, for us the given number is, for us only the input that is given in that problem, the input given is n. N is equal to, for example, we can take 4. N4 is given, and they have said we need to map the alphabet starting from A to Z up to the N. So what can we do? We can take the string. For example, we can take the string. The string from where to where we should take? From A to Z, we need to write the string. Then what should we do? We should dump the value of alphabet, that is the string, and also the value of n, that is the numerical, in one thing that is called as object. So we need one object, that to empty object we need. Why? Because we want this A to Z also to go in it, and also number also to go in it. So this is what we need. Right. So for example, now let us quickly go through the pseudocode, how to do and what to do. Let us quickly go to the pseudocode and let us start implementing this. So this is a requirement. So input is given. We want a string and also we want an empty object. So string, we want it from A to Z. Fine. So let us take, for example, right. Let us take a string. Fine. And I'll be naming that string as lower. Lower is equal to, and I'll be writing A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Fine. So this is our string. So this will be our string. So apart from this, as I mentioned, we want an empty object, right? We want an empty object. So immediately after string, what I'll be doing, I'll just take an empty object, so that I want a container. That container will be my empty object. Yes, my I will just take my object. I'll just take my object. Object is equal to an empty object. I'll be just taking, and nothing is there in my object. Now think, I want to loop through complete lowercase alphabets and I want to map the number, and that ending part of that number should be like n what is given, and my looping should start from 0 and it should go in this, right? So for that thing, what I'll do, I'll just take a for loop here. I'll just take a for loop here. So my for loop will run from 0, because the 0th element is E. That is the reason I'll be just taking my for loop, and I'll be running from I equal to 0, and it will go up to I less than n, because we want our elements up to n only, because they have mentioned in the question clearly that up to n the elements should be taken and mapped with the numbers, right? Okay, and every time I will do increment. Fine. So after this, what I need to do is, so my for loop is ready. It is running from 0 to n. Now what I will do, I will just take some x as the variable. I will just take x as some variable, so that don't confuse me. Fine. So I want this lower of I, right? So what I'll do, I will just take x is equal to, I'm sorry, I will just take x is equal to lower of I. So what this lower of I is nothing but whenever I loop through this lower, right? So it will take A, B, C, D. If lower of 0, if my I is 0, lower of 0 will be A. Lower of 1 will be B. Lower of 2 will be C. Like this, it will just take. This is just to avoid the confusion. And now what I need to do, object of x. I'm just putting everything inside my object. I'm just taking my a, putting inside object and assigning it with the value. I plus 1. Why I plus 1? Why I plus 1? Because see, my I is starting from 0. But as in the sample example, it is given, my first letter should start from 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. So as my loop is starting from 0, I'm just assigning with I plus 1. See, my I will be 0 here and the assigning value will be 1. For example, I can tell you, for example, here, my x will, for example, here, I is equal to 0. I will be equal to 0. When my I will be equal to 0, lower of 0 will be lower of 0. Lower of 0 is A. If lower of 0 is A and it is assigned with the value I plus 1, I plus 1 is 0 plus 1. 0 plus 1 is nothing but 1. Yeah, we can just mention the things over here. This is I value is 0. I value will be 0. And this is like alphabets. This is alphabets. Okay. And values. This is I plus 1. The last value will be I plus 1. Here is the thing which is applied. So here is how it will just take. So this will go inside the objects, right? So this will just go inside the object. So this is how we need to do. For example, next what will happen, my I will be incremented because I plus plus 1 is there. My I will be incremented to 1. Lower of 1 will be B. Lower of 1 will be B. And B is assigned with I plus 1 is nothing but now I is already, now it is already 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2 is assigned to it. I is nothing but 1 right here. So my I is 1 and 1 is assigned, added with 1 more and it is 2. Whenever my I becomes 2, when I becomes 2, my lower of 2 will be there. My lower of 2 is C. My lower of 2 is C and value assigned to it is 2 plus 1, 3. Then the fourth iteration it will go, that is 3. And during that time, lower of 3 it will go. Lower of 3 is D and D is assigned with 3 plus 1, 4. This is how the objects will work. So whenever we do this, remember this table. Whenever we do this, there is one thing now. Like object is assigned and also we will get the output. But the thing is, how do we get, in this example, they have given A hyphen 1, B hyphen 2. How do we get this hyphen sign? How do we assign that? So whenever we are looping through the object, now we need to loop through the object and we need to get the output, right? So what shall we do? We shall we will take one foreign loop now. That foreign loop will just allow us to loop through the object and take out the keys and values. Let key in object. We will just take let key in object. And we do nothing over here. For example, let us simply change the color of this to something else so that won't confuse us. This key and object are the main things which we need here. Those are the main things which we need here. So we have let key in object. Here, what we will do, we will just print. And we will do nothing over here. Only printing things happen here. So that is why we do this. So we will just print. What shall we print first? As A, B, C, D are considered as keys, we will just print the key first. Later on, we will just add a we will do concatenation over here for this hyphen. So hyphen is added, and also the value is added at the last. Value is nothing but object of key, and we are doing that as object of key over here. And this is how we will get the output. And this is the pseudocode. This is the pseudocode, and here is the iterations, like how we have got the things. So this is how the objects will work. And apart from this, there are many other things also. For example, the starting value may be varied, the keys may be varied. The For example, here we are just doing object of x is equal to I plus 1. So instead of that, some other thing may come. Whatever may be the mapping thing, the concept is the same, and this is how we need to map the object. So I'll just stop sharing the screen. Yes. Now, I hope the concept is clear, and I have definitely not solved the problem. You all need to try that. Why? Because I have given you the complete pseudocode. Only thing is you need to implement that using JavaScript. That's all. Almost the complete code was there, but it is a pseudocode. That perfect thing will not work. So you all need to implement that. If any doubts, please reach out to me at any time. No worries. So after this, I'll be just sharing one feedback form with you. Just please fill the form and send it back. So let me share that form. So tell me, was the session helpful for you all? Like, how did you feel about the session? Is objects concept clear for you all? Please, whatever it may be, please tell directly. Please reply 1 or 0 on the chat, or you can tell anything else if you want to tell in which areas like I need to improve, to explain you so that I can make you understand. Yes. If you have any suggestions, please tell me. And thank you. Thank you. Let us end the session over here. Thank you.